G'day plebs, how's it going? So today I'm gonna do a monthly favorites. I know it's like super late, but like, I didn't really do anything today, so I couldn't vlog, so instead what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do like, monthly favorites instead, because I realized I haven't done it for February. Okay, so monthly favorites for February. As you guys know, I'm massive into my video games. Like, I can't go a month without playing a video game. I try and play at least one new one, but I play like a load of new games this month. So I would like to say that my favorite game for February 2017 was Resident Evil Revelations 2. That was one of the many games that I played. An honorable mention needs to go to Resident Evil Revelations 1 and also Fable HD. Not the anniversary, the HD version. So Revelations 2, at least, is this awesome game, and it has like a load of new characters in it. And you get to play primarily as Barry and also Claire Redfield. And it's just an incredible plot line. There is one downside to this game, and I'll get to that in a second. But the game focuses around two-player, not co-op or online or what. You have two characters with you, and both of your characters do different things. And you have to solve puzzles and fight like a load of fucking creatures and stuff, using the strengths of these two characters. And there's all your typical super fun survival horror themes going on, you know, like not a load of ammo and a load of bosses and creatures and stuff for you to kill, so you need to conserve and like make sure you stay healthy and scavenge for items. And as mentioned, there is one downside, and that is there are two endings. One is a bad ending and one is a good ending. There aren't alternate endings, there's a good and a bad one. The bad one is soul crushing, and it is so easy to get. It's like the easiest one to get. There is one frantic, like, quick time event that you're like frantically smashing buttons on. While this is going on, another button will appear on the screen, and you click that, and it'll change to a different character. That's how you get the good ending. If you just button mash and get the quick time event over with and just do what the game is telling you to do initially, you get the bad ending. The game wants you to get the bad ending. That you have to then go back and play like another 2 hours to get the good ending again. Don't do shit like that. That sucks. Okay, moving on. So in my free time, I managed to sit down and watch an entire movie. And the movie that I ended up watching was a film called The Forest, and it had Natalie Dormer? I don't know, I think she's from Game of Thrones. Anyway, so she's the star of this movie. Actually, she's the star and also another character in the movie. She plays herself and also her twin sister. 2 paychecks. So the movie is set in Japan in the Aokigahara forest, which is the forest in Japan where like everyone commits suicide and it's meant to be like hella haunted. So her sister goes missing in this forest, and she fears the worst and goes to save her sister. Anyway, things go wrong, and it's like super weird, and like, and it's all over the place, and it's kind of like, who do I trust? What's going on? What are these? Was that real? The ending, a little bit disappointing, but the rest of the movie is pretty good. By disappointing, I mean the ending leaves a lot unanswered, but it's still a pretty decent movie. So I recommend that you watch The Forest. It's on UK Netflix. I don't know about any of the other Netflix, but it's on UK Netflix. So if you live in the UK, go check it out. So as you guys know, if you've been watching my vlogs, if you're watching this video, I assume you watch my fucking vlogs. Who would come to my channel to watch a monthly favorites video and not watch my vlogs? So as you saw, I went to a bookstore and I picked up some new books. One of them was this one, which is the Exorcist movie in book form with extra stuff, which I haven't gotten around to reading yet because I don't have a whole lot of time. I don't know what I was thinking by buying books. I also bought this one. So this is The Pressure Principle, and this is like a several chapter book on how to deal with pressure and everything that comes with pressure, including anxiety. I bought this about a week and a half before I played my live show on Saturday, 4th of March, and it teaches you how to deal with anxiety, well, performance anxiety, so anxiety before you go on stage and play something. Not that random anxiety that attacks you for absolutely no reason, the other anxiety that you get before having to do something, like a presentation, or a live show, or sport, which I have to say this book will not shut up about. I mean, I understand why the book uses a lot of examples from sport, like golf and other mind-numbingly boring things like that. But the guy has worked with a lot of these like sports athletes, like rugby and golf and stuff. Because who's under more pressure than these televised athletes who make a lot of money and lose a lot of money depending on how well they play? So he uses them as an example of how he has helped and how you can also integrate his anti-anxiety things into your life so you can, like, you know, function better as an adult who has a lot of things to do. For example, like myself, I have a lot of stuff on the go and I have a large audience, and I managed to see some of that audience at my live show on Saturday, and I was really anxious about it, and reading that book did help a little bit. It helped a little bit, I gotta say. I only read through the first chapter, but it did help a little bit, so you should definitely check that out. And talking about playing live, I have to say that was one of my favorite experiences of February 2017. So I have not played live, like a band. I have not played live since I was about 15 years old, and that was in Haverfordwest at a it was like an outdoor summer festival called Southwest Youth Fest, or as we colloquially named it, a much better name that we named it, which was Westfest. It was a festival held in Haverfordwest, and the fucking idiot promoters called it Southwest Youth Fest. How fucking stupid. Westfest. That makes so much more sense. Anyway, so that's just indicative of the kind of promotion, music promotion, that's around that area. So all the while watching these bands play, because we were on last, we headlined. We weren't headlining on the poster or anything, just we played last out of the lineup, and that was purely by chance, as you saw in the vlog about it. So as I watched all the bands play, I just knew I wasn't focusing on the bands playing. I was just literally counting the songs because everybody had 30 minutes. So I was just counting the 5-minute songs down. I was like, oh my god, they're already off, and the second band's on. Oh my god, the second band is off, and the third band is on. We're on after them. Oh my god, the third band just finished, and now we have to go up and sound check. I was so freaking nervous I could have vomited. If it was just a normal gig, it would have been okay, but the fact is there was like a winning aspect to it. There was a loss that could have happened, even though I could not have cared less about winning or losing. The fact that was a factor, a concept of the gig, made it worse. Do you know what it was? It's because there were judges and people watching to see how good we were. That's where the pressure was coming from. So I got on stage and played the fastest 30 minutes of my entire life. It was absolutely terrifying. I messed up a lot. I thought I messed up a lot. I went down to the crowd and everyone was like, that was fucking amazing. That was incredible. That was absolutely awesome. And I was like, are you sure? I'm pretty sure I fucked up a lot. So as you guys have noticed, my hair is a very dark shade of gray, kind of gray. It will be going gray. I used a new hair dye from a brand that I've been using this whole time, which is Agora Royale, or Agora Royal. But this is a toner brand. This wasn't a dye, this is a toner. And I left it on way too long and my hair went black, but thanks to some wizardry, I managed to get it off. Hopefully I remember to put a link in the description to what that was. But if you have white hair or blonde hair and you want to get it gray or silver or whatever, get this stuff and use it. It worked so well. It worked too well, but it worked so well. I left it on way too long. If I'd left it on for like 5 minutes, it would have been great, but I left it on for like 35 minutes. One of my favorite places to go for February. I think we went there in January too. I can't remember. But for those of you watching my vlogs, we are Vertigo. We Are Vertigo is this activities warehouse center place. And one of their main attractions that we go for is they have like a trampoline room. So like there's just trampolines all over the place. But there's not just that. There's also like a launching area where you can like jump into a huge padded area, and there's just loads of really cool stuff to do. And the crowd that usually, so they do like an adult hour, 8 p.m. on a Friday. The first time we went wasn't very busy. The second time we went was super busy, but it's okay because usually the people that go, because they're adults, right? So usually the people that go for this adult hour are, they're okay. They're friendly. They're not like idiot kids. And the staff is always friendly. Even the guys that are actually out there, the health and safety watchers, the watchmen, even they're really friendly. And, if you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, They can sort of gauge if you're actually going to be a danger. You know, they're not really strict. There's nothing worse than going to like a fun play place and like the health and safety managers there like literally stop you from doing anything that could be considered fun. So yeah, we are Vertigo. If you live in Belfast or Northern Ireland, I suggest you check it out. Lastly, a couple of weeks ago, I lost the ability to sleep, and that is because I got back into one of my favorite YouTubers, and that was Top 5s. That's the name of his channel. Now, Top 5s is this guy, he sounds Welsh to me, and he does like top 5 paranormal, top 5 weird sounds heard under the sea, top 5 UFO sightings, top 5 haunted asylums. He does that sort of thing. You know, like conspiracy theories and ghost sightings and alien abductions. Some of the stuff I believe, some of the stuff I don't. And do you know what? I don't believe any of it. I want to believe it, and it scares the hell out of me. But you don't believe in aliens. You can accept that aliens are there, or you can't accept it. But they are there. But in terms of like ghosts and other angels and demons and stuff like that, I usually just, I like those in my movies, but in real life I'm sort of like, eh. I mean, it's not gonna stop me from being absolutely terrified of a dark house or a haunted prison or something like that. But they do make great games and movies, so keep the ghosts and demons coming, please. But it's just so scary watching all these ghost videos, and they're very convincing, and like, even for my logical, skeptical brain, I was like, a ghost real? And then like, I was lying in bed and literally every fucking noise the house was making, I was just like, oh my god, it's a ghost! So I suggest you watch Top 5s if you're really into those mysteries and paranormal stuff. He has loads of videos, and they're all great quality, and he has like a really soft, soothing voice. He doesn't have a ridiculous accent. He doesn't have a ridiculous speech impediment. So it's just easy watching, and it's really well put together. And he doesn't try to be funny. He doesn't try to be scary. He just relays the information, and it's just what you need. It's so good. So check it out. Link is in the description. He has like over 1 million subscribers, so I'm not really giving him a helping hand by sending 10 of you his way. So thank you everybody for watching another monthly favorites video. So I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye everyone.